kids, Vince and I have been thinking a lot about the beginning of the world and what it might have looked like when God created it.
So we said to ourselves, we said, yeah. We said, yeah. So we said to ourselves, we said, yeah.
No, we said to ourselves, we said subs, we said yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Anyways, we said, what if we could create a model of what the world could have looked like when it was first made? In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was formless and empty, and darkness covered the deep waters. On day 1, God created light, and he separated the light from the darkness. On day 2, God created the sky by separating the waters. On day 3, God flowed the waters beneath the sky together so that dry ground would appear. He called it land. Then he created plants, trees, and flowers to sprout from the land. On day 4, God created the sun, moon, and stars in the sky. On day 5, God filled the oceans with fish and sea creatures, and the skies with all kinds of birds. Vince, what are you doing? For the birds and the sea creatures, you have to change the color. Ah, you splashed me.
This is ridiculous. Let's try something else.
On day 1, God created light. Then he separated light from the darkness. On day 2, God created the sky, which was a space separate from the waters.
Don't push me.
On day 3, God flowed the waters together to make land. And God created plants, flowers, and trees. I am a flower.
I am a tree.
On day 4, God created the sun, moon, and stars.
I am the moon.
Shh! Moons can't talk.
Well, neither can trees.
On day 5, God filled the oceans with fish and sea creatures. And the skies with all kinds of birds. No, thank you. On day 6, God created land animals of all kinds.
Heyo!
And humans like us too.
But wait, what were they wearing? Hold on, I think it's in the next chapter. Oh. No, we're not doing that.
As you can see, those examples clearly didn't work.
But that's when we thought of Minecraft.
So, our awesome creative team here at Sagebrush helped us imagine up a model of what God's creation could have looked like in, you guessed it, Minecraft.
And it's what we like to call KP LIFECRAFT, Part 1, Creation.
So, let's jump right in to see what the world might have looked like at the time it was created.
In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was formless and empty, and darkness covered the deep waters. And the Spirit of God was hovering over the surface of the waters. Then God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. And God saw that the light was good. Then he separated the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness night. And evening passed and morning came, marking the first day. Then God said, "Let there be a space between the waters, to separate the waters of the heavens from the waters of the earth." And that is what happened. God made this space to separate the waters of the earth from the waters of the heavens. God called the space sky. And evening passed, and morning came, marking the second day. Then God said, "Let the waters beneath the sky flow together into one place, so dry ground may appear." And that is what happened. God called the dry ground land, and the waters seas. And God saw that it was good. Then God said, "Let the land sprout with vegetation, every sort of seed-bearing plant, and trees that grow seed-bearing fruit. These seeds will then produce the kinds of plants and trees from which they came." And that is what happened. The land produced vegetation, all sorts of seed-bearing plants, and trees with seed-bearing fruit. Their seeds produced plants and trees of the same kind, and God saw that it was good. And evening passed and morning came, marking the third day. Then God said, "Let lights appear in the sky to separate the day from the night. Let them be signs to mark the seasons, days, and years. Let these lights in the sky shine down on the earth." And that is what happened. God made two great lights, the larger one to govern the day, and the smaller one to govern the night. He also made the stars. God set these lights in the sky to light the earth, to govern the day and night, and to separate the light from the darkness. And God saw that it was good. And evening passed, and morning came, marking the fourth day. Then God said, "Let the waters swarm with fish and other life. Let the skies be filled with birds of every kind." So God created great sea creatures and every living thing that scurries and swarms in the water, and every sort of bird, each producing offspring of the same kind. And God saw that it was good. Then God blessed them, saying, "Be fruitful and multiply. Let the fish fill the seas, and let the birds multiply on the earth." And evening passed and morning came, marking the fifth day. Then God said, "Let the earth produce every sort of animal, each producing offspring of the same kind, livestock, small animals that scurry along the ground, and wild animals." And that is what happened. God made all sorts of wild animals, livestock, and small animals, each able to produce offspring of the same kind. And God saw that it was good. Then God said, "Let us make human beings in our image, to be like us. They will reign over the fish in the sea, the birds in the sky, the livestock, all the wild animals on the earth, and the small animals that scurry along the ground." So God created human beings in His own image. In the image of God He created them. Male and female He created them. Then God blessed them and said, "Be fruitful and multiply. Fill the earth and govern it. Reign over the fish in the sea, the birds in the sky, and all the animals that scurry along the ground." Then God said, "Look, I have given you every seed-bearing plant throughout the earth, and all the fruit trees for your food. And I have given every green plant as food for all the wild animals, the birds in the sky, and the small animals that scurry along the ground, everything that has life." And that is what happened. Then God looked over all He had made, and He saw that it was very good. And evening passed and morning came, marking the sixth day. So the creation of the heavens and the earth and everything in them was completed. On the seventh day God had finished His work of creation, so He rested from all His work. And God blessed the seventh day and declared it holy, because it was the day when He rested from all His work of creation. This is the account of the creation of the heavens and the earth.
Wow, that was amazing!
Yeah, but how come there wasn't a chicken jockey?
Because zombies aren't real, Vince.
Chickens are.
Whatever.
But you're right. This was so much better than anything we were trying to do.
Very true. This made it so neat to see what the world could have looked like when God created it so long ago.
Yeah, because none of us truly know how awesome it was, since we weren't there to see it when it all happened.
Except for Adam, the first human.
Yeah, but even he didn't see it all.
True. He was just plopped into it, He didn't even come in as a baby like the rest of us.
You're right.
I wonder what he was really thinking when he got here.
Maybe he just needed to poop.
Wow, Vince.
Hey, you don't know. None of us know.
None of us but God. He was here the whole time and made all of us and the whole world too.
And that's probably why he had it written down for us in the Bible, so we would know how the world got here.
And so that we'd all know that he's our creator.
Because God is the creator of the world. Acts 17:24 says, He is the God who made the world and everything in it.
And Romans 1:20 says, forever since the world was created, people have seen the earth and sky. Through everything God made, they can clearly see his invisible qualities, his eternal power and divine nature, so that they have no excuse for not knowing God.
You see, God created the world and all of us. He wants us to know that so that we can know him and be close to him as our creator.
And we'll learn more about that next week as we take a closer look at God's most special creation, us.
Oh, I can't wait to do that again next week as we continue this story in our own world of KP LifeCraft.